Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. You are watching, yes indeed, WEML-TV, Channel 77. I'm Eric Lima, your host, and this is episode 277, and this is my first edition of the Philosophies of Limacles. That's right. I came up with the name Limacles. I thought it was pretty funny. I just get, I think that's my way of, instead of saying thoughts on this and thoughts on that, I figured I would do a special edition, another segment of the show, of my channel called the Philosophies of Limacles. Very interesting, give you insight about, what my thoughts are on situations and everything else. Today I want to talk about, what's been going on in the world, what's been going on over social media, trends and whatnot, and everything happening, because and I think the pandemic has really heightened up a lot of wokeness, so to speak. And what do I think about the woke culture, the cancel culture, and everything else been going on? And I wanted to admit something, and being a conservative Christian is not the easiest to do. Being a Christian is not easy, period, because, everybody would think that, being a Christian, when you become born again, it's like everything's all sunshine and rainbows and puppies and tiptoe through the tulips by the window. I don't know this song, but anyways, but that is not the case. And now, we'd be challenged every day, by people that don't believe in God, and everything else. But in this day and age today, it's really, really worsened to the point where everybody sees Christians as, oh, you're a Trump. You like Donald Trump. So there's a little thing that I gotta say about that. I am not a fan of Trump. Never have been a fan, because, I would say I don't hate the guy per se. Is that the way he presents himself is sometimes can be puts me off a little bit, so to speak, and I can understand why he's doing the stuff that he's doing, just, trying to help out our country. But sometimes, how do I put this? This is difficult to do. Just give me a moment here. Sometimes, you might go a little bit overboard, but sometimes you got to be a listener. And I think, you have to sit, sit back and just listen, or quite simply shut up and listen, The reason why I don't do politics or religion on here, or what's been going on in the news, is because for me, like, people nowadays, if people say something, oh, they're canceled, oh, they're this, oh, we don't like you, oh, they're this. And the reason why I don't, there's a lot of things that, that are happening that the Bible says it's wrong. But here's the thing. At the same time, the Bible always says to love one another. We're talking about loving one another today in church, and we're supposed to set an example. I think that's the main thing that I was trying to go for, because a lot of people, you talk about this, people talk about what's going on in the Bible, talk about this being wrong, that being wrong, and all that. But it's more like setting the example, and I rather first set the example and then just talk about it. I try to like people for people, who they are. I don't care, like I said, race, creed, color, sexual preference, and all that good stuff. But, and nowadays you talk about people, what do you identify yourself as? And, it's got annoying to the point when Hangman Charlie asked me how I identify myself, I say identify myself as me. I know who I am, I don't know why people, put like he, them, and all that, on all this good stuff. I don't get it. So that's why I'd rather be an old school type of traditionalist, but I don't want to shove my philosophies down anyone's throats or my beliefs down anyone's throats or anything like that. Um, I just want to, explain where I'm coming. I just want to let you guys know where I'm coming from and how I'm feeling about the situation. So I've always been trying to, um, I'm not trying to shove, like, cram down the throats of anybody, of my beliefs and philosophies. And just let you know how, what, I'm just sharing with you guys how I feel, you know, it is tough to love people when they don't either don't respect you or make fun of what you believe in and all that. It's very tough to do so, and you feel like you want to ball up this fist and you really want to whack them one, and just or you feel like going. You feel like going, let's say you're going to hell in a handbasket. When the Lord gets done with you, you want to say all this stuff. But, I've always been the type of person to say, you know what? Let them live their lives. And then when they pass on, they'll answer to God and not me. That's the thing that, that's the thing that, people want to live the lives, they want to live their lives. It's fine. It's up to you. You always have a choice. The greatest thing about this country is we all have a freedom of choice. And, what we choose to believe and what we choose to do with our lives, who we choose to love and all this good stuff, what we choose to watch, what we choose to sing or to listen to, what we choose to play when it comes to video games or games, the team we choose to root for, and we have that choice. It's not like, I'm not saying to anybody, hey, if you don't make this right decision, you're gonna be in trouble for it. You're gonna, and all that. People want to live their lives. Listen, one thing I know for sure is you don't have to answer to me for anything. No one has to answer to me unless I'm responsible for something, and you're part of my, like I'm a leader, and if you're like a team player that I have, all of a sudden you fail. It's like, okay, what you do wrong. It's unless something like that, unless I'm in a position of authority, you don't have to answer to me in anything, in life, because I am not the life police. I'm not the life government, that type of deal. Listen, people want to live their lives. That's just fine by me. But like I said, being a conservative Christian, though, is not easy in this day and age. Not today, because I'm old school. You notice I don't have a tattoo. I don't have a piercing. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. You may think, oh, you're straight edge like CM Punk. The only difference is CM Punk's got a lot of tattoos and a lot of piercings. I don't. I'm more old school, straight edge. But that does not mean, read my lips, it does not mean I'm better than everybody else, because I am not better than everybody else. I am not perfect. I am not holier than thou. I am not, Mr. Perfect. I don't mean Kurt Hennig, the wrestler. I mean, I'm not perfect in any way. If I was perfect, every woman would be busting down my door right now wanting to marry the heck out of me, and that ain't happening anytime soon. No matter what, you know what I'm saying? So, the day I get married, it'll be the day hell freezes over, my friends. Trust me on this one, But, and, and now, nowadays, people talk about the, I know this month is Pride Month, and there's, everybody's, choosing to love and all that. And I don't swing that side of the plate. Don't swing that way. I just love and respect people. I don't care if you're gay, straight, black, white, Jew, Japanese, Chinese, any nationality. If you want to be my friend, we're cool. But if you don't know how to respect me, then we're not cool. You know what I mean? If you don't want to respect me, or make fun of me, or say something, or just judge me for what I talk about and what I do, then sorry. You know what I mean? And I remember being on the Rant and Rave podcast. It was, when it comes to dealing with internet trolls, when I first dealt with one back in 2016, 5 years ago, it started off, That's a silly thing. And then all of a sudden it started, it started growing and festering and all that. I tried defending myself on videos. I tried, and I flip off, I flip out, I lose my temper a lot. And then people tell me, don't let these trolls get to you, ignore them and all that. So then finally, 2018, that crap all cut out. And I went, great. I don't have to worry about it. And then last year it started up again because people were getting bored, you know. So I'm thinking, okay. And then it got to the, it got to the point where, oh my goodness. It got to the point where, you know, people that you love are getting involved or, in this thing. And it's like, okay, I think it's about time to cut this out. That's why I made the, before last year, towards December of last year, I made the vow and I, decided not to do that. To mention, the situations that, brought the trolls out, and, everything was cut out since then. So, but then, you realize, and then I was part of the Rant and Rave podcast. I want to thank Brendan Martin and Jordan Little for adding me as their co-host. I've been honored. There was a couple of trolls that said, hey, you're cute, what's your channel, and all that, and they don't want me to address it. I was going to say, sorry, man, I don't swing that way, but I appreciate you complimenting me, Just don't try to be nice and kind, I know they're trolling around, sometimes I gotta shake my head and go, oh, good Lord, So, sometimes you want to go, oh, good Lord, here they go again, It's one of those things where, you roll eyes like Robert Downey Jr., oh, God, Or you want to go, oh, good Lord, do we have to deal with this? Do we have to deal with this? And, of course, they were blocked, obviously. So, don't address them, And, yeah, life has not been easy, since the pandemic had hit, you know what I mean? Being 3 months out of work, it can really drive you crazy. You want to get out of the house, but you can't. But you can't because of all the nuttiness has been going on, in today's society has been totally crazy, It's something that, I, it's something that, it is so crazy to deal with nowadays, That's why I prefer keeping my mouth shut and just, go on my merry way, talk about sports, talk about the Red Sox, talk about wrestling, do the video games, do the game show thing here on YouTube, and all that good stuff, and just say hi to people and joke around, talk a lot, and have a good time. And so that's why I prefer sticking to that instead of talking about politics and religion and everything going on, in the world today. It's like, so yeah, being a conservative Christian is not the easiest thing to be in the world today. And it's like, with people that you love that no longer are on speaking terms with you for whatever reason, I have friends that I have family members who are not on speaking terms with me anymore, which was kind of sad, really, because family is family, I always believed in family, And then you got friends who are no longer in speaking terms with you for whatever reason. I got friends that I made friends with that are no longer in speaking terms with each other, which is really, really sad for me. I felt like, forcing people to come in one room and say, hey, work this out right now. I cannot force anybody to do anything, I cannot force people to want to be my friends. I cannot force people to sit down and talk with me. I cannot force people. People have to make that decision of whether or not they want to, they want to reach out to me and say, hey, we should talk about this and everything else. And, or, or just leave me alone, let me live my life, And, that's why, I haven't chased any girls as of late, because of that reason. And then I read the Elliot Rodger manifesto, and I'm going, this kid had a great life, and now he just threw it all away, Sometimes, people want you to be successful, and sometimes you have to work for it, This kid had everything almost handed to him on a silver platter, and he decided to throw it away because no girl would like him. No girl would want to be with him. I used to worry about girls when I was his age. When I was his age, a long time ago, I used to worry about that. In fact, 22 years old, I was getting my license, because me being half autistic and a little Asperger syndrome, um, you know, 6 years later, usually at age 16, you're able to qualify to get your driver's license right off the bat. Sometimes things take a little more time, a little bit more time, which it had for me, you know, and I've been driving ever since, 1999, we're talking 2021, and we are talking, oh, 2021 versus, okay, let me just check something on the count. I'm going to check something. I've always wanted to do this. Okay, calculator. Okay. Oh, wait. No. 2021 minus... Yeah, 22 years. It has been 22 years since driving. You know what I mean? I've been driving 22 years. This year has been 22. In fact, last month would be 22 years I've been driving. So this 1999 to 2021. 22 years driving. Unbelievable. It amazes me. It amazes me. I came a long way. So I wasn't worried about girls back then, But I don't know what, and after reading that manifesto of Elliot Rodger, I figured, you know what? It's not worth the trouble. I ain't going to do it. In other words, I'm not going to chase women, Now you're thinking, oh, it means you're swinging up on the other side of the plate. No, I'm not doing that either. I'm going to stay single, and I'm going to have fun. Because for me, being single and not having a significant other in your life is the cool way to go. And I'll tell you why. I got a lot of friends. Friends that care about me and love me for who I am. I got a family who cares about me and loves me for who I am. And I'm not too worried about it. I made a lot of mistakes when it comes to getting crushes on girls. I'm sure you all heard the stories. I don't have to repeat myself about that. But my point across is this. I'm not going to worry about anything anymore. But doesn't mean I'm going to go, da look at me, I'm tiptoe through the tulips, by the window, I don't know how the rest of the song. Anyways, it's like a Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase, hey, Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze, it means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free world philosophy. Hakuna Matata. I like the Jimmy Cliff version of that song. Just I'm not like Alfred E. Newman. Why me worry? I just want to live my life. I want to live my life. Yeah, I'm 44 years old. You think that, oh, you're not getting any younger. You're getting older, and oh, you're losing your hair and all this good stuff. You're growing gray hairs on the side. You're going to get old. You're going to die alone and all that. I am not going to worry about that at all. I ain't going to worry one iota. Because I'm living the good life, as far as being single is concerned. I'm living the great life. I'm not worried about nothing. It's like, I think to me, here's the deal. If I have a girl in my life, okay, check this out. If I want to go somewhere, I want to, let's say to a party, I want to go out on the dance floor, have some fun, do little Power Ranger things and everything else. And then you got your girl over there going, oh my God, and I'm dating this idiot. You know what I mean? That type of deal, yeah. Imagine that. She probably look, I don't know this guy. I'm like, oh, come on, sweetheart. I'm gonna teach you how to do a Super Sentai shuffle, Dino Buckler! She probably look at me and go, I am gonna dump this weirdo because I don't like him. That's just fine by me. You know what I mean? No, that's why, I figured, being the goofball, I want to be a total goofball. Well, anybody telling me, Eric, cut her out, man. You're embarrassing me. No, I just want to go, Bam, 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 bam. I want to sing the Mounties theme song in my car alone without somebody in the passenger side going, "The heck's wrong with you?" You know, that type of deal. I don't like to be restricted, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, so bottom line is, I'm not gonna, I think with everything going on, I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, the biggest philosophy that I'm going to get out of it, it's been a saying that's been said many, many times before. Let go, let God. Let him deal with it. Ball's in his court. I'll just, say my prayer, go to sleep, wake up, and get ready for work, put on my uniform, go to work, punch in, work for 4 hours or so. I don't care what you do. Work for minimum wage. Take a 15-minute break, clock out, go home. This is my routine. Do a little bit of shopping. You make sure you have everything you need and all this good stuff. And you go home, you eat, you enjoy yourself in front of family and friends, with company, and you watch your favorite television shows, and just not let things overwhelm you. That's how I work things. Now, basically, don't worry, let go, let God, not let too many things overwhelm me. And that's the reason why I've been staying away from politics and religion and stuff like that, and what's been going on, or things that are trending in the world, like the Pride Month, the cancel culture, woke culture, Donald Trump, and all this crap that's been going on. Is because I don't want to worry. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I did not have a doubt. Oh, I got streets of warfare. Why should I worry? Why should I care? The population on the streets, everything goes, everything fits. See, I'm just bust out in song. I don't know why. I've got jazz hands or something like that. See, I'm old school. That's why I like I like being old school. I like having this old school attitude, this old school. Now, the people that troll me or diss me for it, because they don't understand. They do not understand what it's like to what, they don't know what it's like to sing the blues. Now you might know what it's like. Now you might not know what it's like to sing the blues. Remember that song? Yeah, and it's something that, that people need to understand. The younger folks out there need to understand. I'm like, why do you always go to old school? Oh, the 80s again, and 90s again. Because you punk kids never lived through those decades like I have. Believe me, I've been through a lot in those decades. But I learned a lot and had some fun in those decades too. There were days I had fun, There were days when I went through situations in my life that I'd never thought, I would dream of getting myself into. But there were days where I had some fun with stuff. Never thought, like Rocky Point was one of the biggest things for me. Going to a popular amusement park in the South Coast back in the 80s. Rocky Point was the place to go, When Lincoln Park closed down, Rocky Point was the next best thing. I remember going to the House of Horrors for the very first time. Never went in again, but I survived it. I survived the whole dang thing. You know what I mean? If it was still there nowadays, I would have pulled practical jokes on my friends and doing my Undertaker impression, Watch this. I'm going to wear my cowboy hat. go like this the whole time during the ride. And they just go, Eric, are you here? No, he's not. Just to prank my friends. And then I would take off the hat and get off the haunted house going, got you, didn't I? It was a lot of fun. I'm like, people say, Eric, you're bad. I went, I know. It'd be a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, don't ride with Eric. He'll do his Undertaker impression, scare the wits out of you. I'd be smack, whap. Dude, I don't want to lose my hat. Don't wear that hat again. Okay. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes, seriously. But seriously though, that's the reason why I have not touched any of those subjects, including the subjects that are very sensitive. Sensitive subjects when it comes to me, my family, and my life, and all that. Because there's lots of disrespectful people, not so nice people out there that will come down on you like white on rice, man. But I want, if I want to earn respect, if I want respect from others, I'm gonna have to earn it. And I think the best way to earn it is to be the example, set an example instead of just talking about it. Just be, John Cena said it best: "There's people who talk about it, there's people who be about it." And about time I be about it and set the example of why I am old school, why I am what I am. And people want to say, "Hey, I like Eric. I want to follow his example." Then great, wonderful. I invite you in. If you don't want to follow my example, hey, it's your life. You live it. Listen. People want me to. People want me to do this. They want me to shut up and all this. Listen. There are people out there that think they're the executive producers of my life. They complain about my looks. They complain about, especially on TikTok. They complain about my looks. I'm like, really. Really, we're gonna go with that route, really. So I'm like, live your life. I live mine. That's who I am. So, you don't know what's going on in this world today. So that's why nowadays, don't worry, let go, let God. Relax. That's the main thing. People tell me, relax, Eric, relax. I freak out about stuff. Relax. That's who I am. I try to have a sense of humor about things too. Like Jim Carrey. Alrighty then. Let me say something. Like to say. I always raise my right eyebrow. Every time I go this. I think I'm The Rock. Or Popeye. Well, only now, Olive. The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth, jabroni. Oh, boy. Well, I believe the Red Sox-Yankee game is going to be on. It's on ESPN. It's the final game of the three-game set for right now. Over the weekend. Who knows the weekend series against the Yankees? Red Sox took the first two, so. And it's our first meeting against the Yankees. I'm really excited, so we'll see what happens in tonight's game. I know they're trying to stay away from J.D. Martinez because of a wrist injury. So that is it. That's the first edition of the Philosophies of Limacles on WEML-TV, Channel 77, Episode 277. I hope you get something out of this, at least. Just let you guys know that, God loves you, so do I. I think all of you are pretty cool people, but sometimes you got to be respectful sometimes, And the reason why I block you, because if you're not going to be respectful, I'm sorry, I can't dignify, your comments if they're not respectful comments or troll-like comments. I can't dignify them. You know what I mean? I'm trying to set the example and trying to, get positive vibes and get some positivity going. So that's why I stay away from all the drama and all this stuff, just to feed you some positivity. But I figured I'd let you give you a little bit of an insight of how I'm feeling about what's been going on for the past, 15, 16 months. Ever since, actually, the pandemic started in March, the quarantine, and it started in March, mid-March. And we're in the middle, and we're in June right now. So we're talking, 14 months, basically, because we're already in June. 13, 14 months. So I know everything started January, February, but we didn't. Everything was kind of normal back in those 2 months before mid-March. Everything hit the fan, so to speak. So I know a lot of people have been asking me, "Have you been vaccinated?" and all that. I'm kind of up in the air about because I didn't get the COVID, but at the same time, I figured I didn't get the COVID, so why bother getting it? Or do I want to be safe and all that? I mean, I've been doing everything like the CDC recommended. If you're, you need to wear a mask, social distance yourself, wash your hands. I've been doing that ever since I got this job. I've been learning to wash my hands diligently and more like a dishwasher hands now. So I don't really sniff stuff. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. So, so that's my, that's it. So this is my Philosophies of Limacles 1. Instead of saying thoughts on this, that, and other, or my, the final day of this month thoughts or something like that, it's going to be the Philosophies of Limacles. I better come up with a good thumbnail for that. So, and just, I'll probably get dressed, get one of those Socrates togas. I don't want to wear a toga now. I'm not wearing togas. Like I said, Photoshop my head on one of the like the statue or toga. No, no, not the David statue, please. None of that crap. Oh man, controversy creates cash. Oh, yeah, I am Eric. My last name's Eric Lee. I'm Eric Lehman, not Eric Bischoff. Oh, they got my videos and I'm not monetized. I didn't choose to monetize them. Anyways, I gotta come up with a good thumbnail. Or you have Socrates and the toga, and you have Bill and Ted. There you go. I like Bill and Ted. Be excellent to each other. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a good night. Guys, be blessed. All right. I'll come. Like I said, tomorrow is Money Cards Monday. Do a little card sharks for you. We're gonna have some fun with there too. Bonehead plays a must, maybe. I don't know. And we got Monday Night Raw, as you know. Next month, the WWE will be back on the road, live in front of crowds. We're gonna have some fun. And I believe this Sunday is NXT Takeover in your house. So I gotta do picks and predictions. There's only a Fatal 5-Way for the. There's only 2 titles on the line already. The Fatal 5-Way for the NXT Heavyweight title. Karrion Kross defense against Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Johnny Gargano. And you got the Women's Championship, Gonzalez versus Ember Moon. What about the tag team titles? Are they going to be up for grabs? Will Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa and GYV, the Girls and Veterans, get involved with LDF and MSK? Could be a Fatal 4-Way for those belts. Who knows? Will the Cruiserweight title be on the line? Will Kushida say, hey, another Cruiserweight Open Challenge? Who knows? We'll see what happens. Will Hit Row make an appearance? I don't know. Poppy's going to be making an appearance this Tuesday night on NXT. And that's Io Shirai's favorite singer. So somebody's gonna bring Io out. Who knows? All right. Got to get going. Got to get to watch the Red Sox Yankee game. I got to get my clothes out of my hangout clothes out of the dryer. Everything was great. Everything went well last Saturday. Yesterday, I should say. I got to did everything. Ordered, got a lunch. Came home. I actually took a shower in the afternoon. That way I didn't have to worry about doing it in the middle of the night. So we'll see what happens, all right? Just let you guys know how I'm feeling, what's going on with me. So that's why I call it the Philosophies of Limacles. It's a made-up name, I got to come up with a good thumbnail for that. And a lot of doll shopping and all that. All right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Be blessed. And watch the Red Sox Yankees. Red Sox will be kicking butt for sure. All right. I'll see you guys later. And until then, until next episode, bless out.